What is going on, you guys? Boss Stands Tall here, and we are back with my WWE 2K14 NXT Season 3. Now, it has been a very long time since I have recorded. I say that in the next episode. I say that in 12-2, just because I recorded that. For some reason, I felt like I already recorded this. Talked over it, so commentated it would be the professional term there. But I felt like I already did, so I just didn't do this. But now I'm doing it, and it's going to be awesome. I'm not really sure of the history, like right now in NXT. I mean, I don't know as far as points go, but I know this is our second week of Fatal 4-Ways. It's going to be Adam Ford, Yanni Moreno, Lavelle Harper Collins, and Evan Caldwell. Four of the remaining 8 NXT superstars. We started with 10 at the beginning of the season. Now we are down to 8. We got rid of the bottom 2 superstars, bottom 2 rookies, and one of these guys in this match, they could quite possibly earn themselves a contract for my universe mode. These matches are for big points. I believe 12 points. All of these, Fatal 4-Ways are. I don't know if this one, I think it might be elimination, actually. I'm not really, I have no idea, actually, because I know the last one was just straight Fatal 4-Ways. I'm pretty sure this one is elimination, but we're going to have to see. Once the first guy gets pinned and the other 3 don't leave, then we'll know if it's elimination or not. But right now we've got Adam Ford, Yanni Moreno going at each other, and Lavelle Harper Collins and Evan Caldwell. God, if Lavelle wins, I'm going to have to start calling him something different if he wins the whole show, because Lavelle Harper Collins over and over again. I don't even know why I named him that. Just sounded like a cool name at the time, Lavelle Harper Collins. But it is a cool name, but it's just long to say. And Evan Caldwell, always a guy who I've rooted for. He just seems like he's got everything it takes, to be a big star. And he's a little bit low in the points right now. I think he's of the lowest. I would have to say, might be him and is it Clayton? Might be Evan Caldwell, Clayton Slade in the bottom 2. But right now out of 8 people, they've all got points. It's not like they haven't done well for themselves. Clayton will be in action later tonight. We're gonna have 2 Fatal 4-Ways tonight, and next week this might be. Is this episode 9 or episode 8? I have no idea. It's something, but regardless, we're having our finale soon. I think this might be. I want to say. I have no idea. I think this is episode 8. I usually only have 9 episodes, but during the finale, I think we had. What did we have during the finale last year? I think we had a championship scramble, which I can no longer do. The truth be told, that's actually why I eliminated 2 guys from the series, because we can't do championship scrambles anymore. And I enjoyed championship scrambles. I don't know why they chose not to have them done anymore, but yeah, I did enjoy when we used to do championship scrambles, and I wish that they were a thing, but they're not, unfortunately. So we're dealing with these Fatal 4-Ways, and they're not, not like you have to deal with them or anything. But it doesn't look like it is elimination, because Lavelle just broke up Adam Ford's submission right there. He had his hammer lock in, but it looks like what's this? Oh, it looks like Common Sense by Adam Ford. That's such a devastating move. It looks fantastic. For some reason, it never produces the results. That guy just kicked out at 1, and that's a cool move. It's a German suplex into a neck breaker. That's a really cool move. I just wish that, and Lavelle's move is cool too. I don't know. I don't think you can do custom finishers next season on WWE 2K15. A long list of things that you can't do, but hopefully, I don't know. I wish you could. I mean, I'm looking for a guy to win this year who has a look that I can sort of recreate in 15. I'm already having a hard enough time recreating Ambrosius, but look at that finishing maneuver by Lavelle. That looked like a God, I don't even know what that would be called. It's like a. You remember Suicide's old finishing maneuver where he put his leg over his head? It's like that, except it turns into a stunner. And that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. I can't even see it when it happens. I need to watch it in slow motion. But yeah, it's a cool move. I'm not really sure what Evan Caldwell's move is. Yanni, I know he does a wrestling hero slam. Some might call it an angle slam back in the day. But, or no, he doesn't. He does a driver, doesn't he? It's either the angle slam or the Death Valley driver, which back in the day some might have also called a Dreamer driver. We're gonna figure it out right now. Looks like yes, he does do the Death Valley driver, and could he get a win off of this one? It takes them all so long to pin each other. I just hope that one of the guys is in mid move during the other pin, so that hopefully it doesn't get doesn't get broken up so fast. But that's not really how it works. And Evan Caldwell with the very common OMG moment, the DDT onto the apron. Yanni's legs just going straight up into the air. And it looks like, Lavelle almost scored the win. That would have been a prime time to do it if I were him. I would have, looks like Adam Ford just taking down the Spine Buster. I would have said, I would have wanted to pin him as quickly as possible. Both those guys, Yanni and Evan, are on the outside right now. It looks like Adam, he could be closing on a submission victory right now. Looks like, is he going to do it right here? A submission victory on Lavelle. You can make him tap, and yes, Lavelle taps out. I think that's it. Yeah, Adam Ford is the winner of this match. That is awesome. Very, very cool to see. I think this might just be our first week of Fatal 4-Ways. Now that I think about it, yeah, I think it is. I think it is our first week, but, I don't know. I know there's going to be a second week. I'm so out of my element right now. For some reason, I just have no idea. Then this is week 8 then, and week 9 will be, the next week of Fatal 4-Ways. And then we're going to have the finale. That's going to be awesome. But I guess we got one more Fatal 4-Way coming at you right now, so stay tuned for that. It is going to be awesome. Alright, you guys, it's time for our second Fatal 4-Way of the evening. It looks like this one's going to include Quentin Dunn, Nelson Moreno, Clayton Slade, and Scott. So, I'm excited for that. That's actually going to be a better match than the other one, I think, just because a lot of these guys, I'd be pretty happy if all of these guys won NXT this year, besides Scott, I guess. I mean, nothing against Scott. I would just rather there be other people, honestly, but, because there's so many cooler guys. That's kind of how I feel about a couple of these guys, especially the ones. Excuse me. Oh my God, I didn't personally create Scott. I got him off a server, but then I kind of edited him a little bit to make him look like kind of how I wanted him to look, a little bit like a hybrid of Kevin Steen and a guy I go to school with. So and so that's where Scott came from. Is a couple of these other guys. I did get 2 out of these 4 guys off of the servers. You can probably tell who they are, but a couple of these guys I created, and I was kind of impartial. I kind of didn't want the guys I created to win. Besides Nelson and Yanni, I've always been big proponents of them. But as the contest starts getting up a little bit, I start realizing, especially last year when Lavelle won, I start realizing that it might be inevitable that a guy I create that was maybe the shittiest one out of the pack would just win. And that's why next year during NXT, I already lined the rosters. And I picked all guys that I would actually be happy seeing, winning the whole thing. So that's how I base my decision for that. I can't wait for next season because every guy in the season, I would be perfectly happy if they were to, come out victorious. Excuse me. Yeah, I've lined the rosters this year. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I can't wait. But, it smells like, what does it smell like down here? It smells like some sort of a candle in my basement. It doesn't even smell like a candle. It smells like a, God, it smells like something. I have no idea, but, I don't know, something or another. It's just, I've been smelling it the whole time. For whatever reason, I just cannot shake it. But, God, I'm getting real sick of it. I'm getting real tired of that smell. God, it's like a perfume or something. It's like a really bad perfume. Like a perfume that doesn't smell like a perfume, but it is. God, I don't even know. Making me a little bit sick to my stomach here. I've already got so much longer left in the video, and I have to keep smelling it before I can go upstairs and take a nap. That would be ideal right now. God damn. Oh my God. I gotta relax with this yawning. And that's how you know I'm kind of nearing the end of of this season and everything I can take with this season. We've still got a while to go. We've still got the Royal Rumble that I gotta commentate. We still got, WrestleMania, the whole month leading up to WrestleMania. I didn't even realize that we're not even into the last month yet. That's excruciating. Dear Lord, we're not even done with the last week of the month. Still got the next pay-per-view. I've still got 2 more pay-per-views to go, and what is it right now? March? April? It's April right now. Yeah, it's April. I thought it was March for some reason. Yeah, April 23rd is when I'm recording this. I don't know when I'm going to get it up, but being recorded on April 23rd. I don't know if anybody's listening right now, but looks like Quentin Dunn with that huge Steiner screwdriver taken after the guy with unfortunately little to no success this season, Scott Steiner. I thought he was going to be so much better than he was, and he just ended up just being awful. And that upsets me. I wanted Scott Steiner to be really good, and he's just not. So unfortunately about that. But Scott looks to get to the pin, and does not happen. But he looks like he wraps up with Quentin Dunn. Nelson's over there applying the ankle lock to a much bigger Clayton Slade. We joke a little bit because it's the tallest guy facing the shortest guy. Nelson is about 5'6", and Clayton is hovering around the 6'6" mark. Although it doesn't really look like he's much taller than him, he is. He really is. So, in comparison, but Nelson's holding his own. He's a nice built guy. But then again, Clayton's pretty huge too. Some of Clayton's moves, like I think you're gonna see later, they just focus on his power aspect. And Nelson's a little bit more technical. He does have power, but he can't really get the guys up like bigger guys can. That's the problem. It looks like Quentin Dunn with that huge display of power. Nelson's walking into nothing over there. Both those guys rush and just jump all over Quentin Dunn in a desperate attempt to save that pin. And oh my God, Quentin flips Scott around. He is absolutely dismantling Scott right now. It's not even a fight. And Quentin Dunn, it looks like he just comes down on top of Clayton Slade, and he's gonna toss him right into the corner right there, and big headbutt right to the back. And what's he going for right now? It looks like he just tosses him to the side, unceremoniously just tossing him. And 1, 2, and wow, looks like both those guys once again just jump right on top of Quentin Dunn. Quentin Dunn's the guy that they don't want to win because I believe he's in the lead right now. They don't need this. They don't need Quentin Dunn winning yet another match. They'd rather have a guy like, if anybody, a guy like Clayton or a guy like Scott, because they're so low in the leaderboards. But oh my God, a huge gut buster, the much bigger Clayton, and it looks like Scott. He just hit Nelson with that huge, pile driver, and that's a 3 count. Quentin wins before you can even. Oh my God, Quentin Dunn. He stays on top. He always just stays on top. There's no way of beating him. But at least we're seeing. Looks like there's going to be a good sportsmanship animation. Yes, it is. Good sportsmanship by the two of them. Take a quick look at the leaderboard right before we sign off here. It looks like Quentin Dunn has pulled up in front of Lavelle for the top #1 spot, and Adam Ford has come up right up past the Moreno brothers with 24, who are still tied down there at 23. That is going to be it from you guys. Stay tuned next week. Boston Installs out.